Okay, testing mic check. Should be good to go and live. Scoot in my chair just a little bit. Wow, I didn't think you'd be back this fast. I said about 5. Oh, ye of little faith. What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? I'm gonna brush off my monitor just a little bit because I'm now realizing that dust is getting on it. Although dust is gonna get on this monitor super fast. I wonder if there's some sort of anti-static thing I could get. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of dust on that monitor. No, I consider it. You did say 5. What's up, guys? 6 here in Florida. It's amazing that you guys are all talking because it says there are 0 people watching. I wonder how often that updates. Not often enough. It's 3 in California. Guess who it be? Hello, Caleb. Just give everyone a second to get in here. It says 3 for me. Just wait for some people to get in here before we start sanding again. Just checking where the mic is, make sure it's not in the way. Must be for the must be for the person hosting. Yeah, I didn't even think about time zones, which you think I would think about because I do a lot of Xbox and a lot of people have different time zones. I'm used to that, but I just didn't think about it. So how's everybody doing today? Again. If you weren't in the last stream, I had to cut my other one short because I realized that I had a package to deliver and I was like, oh, I need to do that before 6 o'clock. Couldn't make it for the last 1 or 2 streams. What stuff did I miss? Just working on the back half of the Straven. Finished up the Rapid Strike, and so now I'm working on this. Still sanding. Ben, what's your view on Nerf shotguns? I know they're useful to some people. I don't really find them that useful because I'm more of a precision-based nerfer. I don't really believe in secondaries anyway. Like I know some people have like the primary and then like a good sidearm or something like a shotgun. I know Walcom likes, but I personally think if you have a good enough primary, you don't really need a secondary. It also helps the way I load. I carry 2 mags or 1 mag in my hand and then another on the blaster. Whenever I need to switch, I just switch like that. So I literally have a second or 2 of downtime. So that's much quicker than pulling out a secondary. Before we start our entertainment sanding, we must wait for the audience to pour in. Yes, of course. Hit about 6, so I can start technically right about now. Usually wait for about 5 or 6. I really want some nice takeout Chinese food. That sounds good right about now. Starting to get around dinner time. No, not Straven, the Rapid Strike. I said Rapid Strike, didn't I? I think I said Rapid Strike. Have you made a mold for the motor covers yet? I know you aren't doing those on camera. No, I haven't. I haven't started the molds on anything yet. I think I want to put another layer of... I almost said it. I'm going to pause and think about it. Spot putty. I think I want to put another layer of spot putty on at least the motor cover before I start the mold. Okay. Did you see the whole dual stacking half lengths in a full length mag for mag fed single prime breech shotguns? No, I haven't seen that. Sounds interesting though. I wouldn't really want to do that just because I feel like that would affect my accuracy, but it sounds interesting to say the least. So almost finished the back half of this with sanding. I think The only thing left I have to do is... Actually, I think the only thing I have left is this back part. I think everything else on this is finished. I didn't realize how close I was to finishing this. A little bit right here. A little bit here and there, but after this, I'll start work on the Zeus. And I also have to scratch up some of the inside here for a good bond layer. As well as the wrap stripe. Oh, before we start, I need to get my glove so I'm not sanding away my thumb. Zer is selling pretty mad this week. Zer is spelled with an X, by the way. I don't have the transversive steps in D2 though, so I'll pick up those. I don't really like them. I like the lunefactions better, but whatever. 1100 tokens? They're 1100 oh wait, by the way, I used the Lost Sector glitch. Oh, you got 1100 tokens. I thought you were saying the stuff was 1100 tokens. Zer was selling 1100. Jeez. What kind of color scheme is this blaster gonna have? Not sure yet. I keep flip-flopping back and forth, but I haven't really settled on a positive color scheme at the moment. So I'm not quite sure yet. If you take full-length mags and load them 50-50 with half and full-length darts, full-length being between each pair of half-lengths, they feed super reliably. Haven't had any jams yet during testing. It's interesting. Ha 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 ha. You're so good at this stuff. To be fair, it's just sanding. It's just patience. Or I like to think I have patience. I feel like the stick in this situation is not helping me. It's hindering me. Am I going to keep using it anyway? Absolutely. Am I losing some frames on the stream here? I mean, I'm not sure if there's anything I can really do on that. But I feel like the stream is like jittery a little bit. Whatever, I'm sure it'll catch up on its own. That might be on YouTube side. It's also starting to get into the prime time of people using YouTube. Dumplings are so nuts. What? Not like a person who can sit and do stuff like that. But I try. Yeah, that's all you have to do is try. Just do your best. Welcome to Ben Slowly Goes Mad While Sanding. Yes. We take short periodic breaks. I keep bumping the mic. I need to move it a little bit. Just a tad up a little bit. Oh crap. Okay, there we go. That should be a little bit better. Can you hear my self-sultry voice? Need to get into that crevice a little bit. There we go. And my things keep freezing. And my thing keeps on freezing. I now feel violated. It won't let me watch the stream. I'm pretty sure that's on YouTube side. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure that's on YouTube side. I think it's starting to get into more of the prime time of people watching YouTube. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. Maybe refreshing the stream might help. What do you want Iron Banner to do differently? I was actually always pretty good at Iron Banner, so I don't really have any opinion on that, but I mean, non-reskinned armor would be nice. I'm gonna have to answer that text message in 1 second, so if you guys could bear with me. I know. Take away from the incredible sanding for a couple seconds to answer a text message is gonna be so much different, right? There may be some noise from a vacuum. There's going to be vacuum noise coming from the attic, believe it or not. But shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm kind of in the back corner of the house. Everything's that way, so. New Iron Banner. Did they already release it? I actually haven't seen. What color are you going to make it? It's still not sure on the color scheme for this blaster. But did they release the Iron Banner stuff? I didn't actually see. Let's nerf ASMR next to HIR. Here's popping out. Wait, what? Hello, hello, hello. Chicken boy. Chicken bro. Chicken boy, chicken bro. But keep up your work. Thank you, I appreciate your kind words. You know, I could actually just sand that off with the Dremel. Like all of that texture. I don't actually need any of that because that's all going to be covered up by the Zeus, but let me actually see. I might be wasting my time here. I'm just not sure. I could actually just completely remove that with the Dremel. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, just in case. Just in case I decide to change my mind later. I can always cut things off. I can't add it back. Something measure twice. There have been some screen grabs from shows. You tell the Iron Banner. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. What color is the blaster gonna be? I feel like you keep asking that question. Is that just me? I don't know what the color is gonna be. I haven't decided yet. If I didn't make that clear. Is it true? It's true. You're so good. Oh, okay. What battery are you gonna use? I have a special hard case LiPo that I got. It's a Trackstar. It's what's it? 2500 milliamps or something like that. Something stupid like 175 amps. Constant. The burst is like a 350 or something dumb like that. Way overkill, but I'm going for that theme. You know what I mean? Stop asking colors, guys. Yeah. They're curious. I'm curious myself. Where am I? In the camera. Okay. Fine. Bye bye, Ben. See you, Caleb. That was short. Sorry, I have to go. Yeah, sorry. Okay. See you, Caleb. Thanks for tuning in for what time you could. I usually use nickel metal hydride. It's a little safer. It's definitely an option. You can still get like 20C out of that, I think. You can still get some decent numbers, depending on what motor you're using, obviously, but definitely an option. Nothing wrong with that. What's up, Pop Guy? What's up? Purple calling it. We'll see. How's chat doing? Yeah, how is chat doing? Hi, Ivan. Ben, you should paint it matte black. No secondary color needed. No. I think mainly white or silver paint job with clear parts and a few accents of strong color would look very nice. Hey, chat. I'm joking. All the... You guys don't get my sarcasm. I feel like everyone's ignoring chaos. He's already done a lot of clear and white stuff. Yeah, it's true. Sorry, I keep bumping that mic. It's driving me nuts. Can't find my arm placement for some reason. I feel like I was doing something a little bit different before, but I can't put my finger on it. Just trying to remove this stupid paint. Ugh. Such a pain in the neck. Chaos, I'm doing good. How are you? Seriously, guys. And then good. That's funny. How does one prevent dripping paint? Put it on in thinner coats as opposed to one thick coat. Let it, what's called flash in between coats, where you're basically just letting some of the stuff evaporate before you put on the next coat. Usually depends on the brand of paint that you're using and what you're doing with it and blah blah blah, but usually it's between 5 and 10 minutes between coats. Yeah, I haven't got it. Still a little bit of texture right there I can actually see. Get rid of that. Okay, I think that is done. How does that look for you guys? Look relatively done? It's a couple hours of sanding. Let me get the other half, see what that looks like. Let's see. I gotta go for now. Maybe I'll be back. See you later. JKK. Thank you for stopping by. Got back from GF. Got to perform tomorrow in Waste. So bye now. Thanks for stopping by. So that's what that looks like. It's not bad. Not terrible. Yeah, that's not too terrible. Oh, that sound. Kill me. What half? This one. That looks something along the lines of that. That looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Still got to do a little bit of trimming, but let me get the sanding out of the way before I do any of that. Okay, so now I guess I'm on to this part. I hate painting because when I go outside to paint, I feel like everyone's watching me. I live in a thickly packed neighborhood. You could spray paint in the backyard if you have one. Oh my lord. I'm just now realizing how much paint is actually on this piece. Are you freaking kidding me? Ugh. That's gonna be a pain in the neck to get rid of. I like watching your work come to life. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hey, is it me or is the Modular Strife and Glass Truck? Hey, it's me from the Modular Strife and Glass Contract live stream. Hey, what's up? Doesn't anyways, good look. It's just a bit creepy. Okay, let's see how thick this paint is. Oh no. That's gonna be so much work. That's gonna be a ridiculous amount of work because that's like hard grinding with the end of the file. Oh, come on. Was that bad? Okay. Okay. Text message. Emergency apparently. Hold on. One second, guys. Sorry guys, problems. Let's see. Right here, back to front. What a pain! I'm back. Hello, welcome back. Use the Dremel. I really don't want to use a Dremel for just trying to get the paint off. Might be a little aggressive. Oh yeah, JK. Okay. Heads up to everyone. Press Walmart just listed $10 charge. Keep in mind that usually places will have to have them in stock for you to price match. Can you do that with a Modular Strife? No, it has to be the exact same thing. Although you never know with how lazy some people are. That is not going to get me anywhere. This is gonna be a while. Oh man, this is gonna be a long day. Oh my gosh. It's not coming off anything quickly. Okay, there's got to be a better way of doing this. Okay, let me think for a sec. Just give me 1 second to think. Let's see. You need a sandblaster. I could really use one. Don't really want to spend the money on it now, though. My school has one. I use it someday. Ivan feast. No. His joke when you destroy your blaster. No, you won't destroy your blaster as long as you use the right medium. I really don't think I have a choice here. I think I'm just gonna have to go at it. Man, this sucks. This is the smallest part, but it's the worst. This is like a notable amount of paint. Like this has to be actually costing Hasbro money to put this paint on this thick. No wonder they don't want to do two sides of the shell. How did you cut such? How did you cut such a clean for the glass construct? Taking my time. Probably should have live streamed it, but I didn't even think about it until I started. Yeah, sometimes the hammer shot's a little bit finicky. You kind of have to work with it a little bit. Had to fiddle with mine too. Just takes a little bit of TLC. If anything, this is why you need hand files. Assuming you used the bandsaw to cut, what you could is suggest good tabletop saw. I prefer the one that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. I have a Ryobi, the 9-inch, I think, just whatever the cheap one is. Ryobi is pretty good. It's good for what we're using it for, like plastic and stuff. Probably wouldn't recommend it for anything like super heavy, but I have cut inch thick aluminum on it. It dulls the blade something fierce, but it can go through thicker stuff. I just wouldn't recommend it for like heavy like wood use or anything, but for our needs it's perfectly fine. The Ryobi, it's RYOBI. It's the one I have. I think Wacom has that one, Bobo has that one. Bunch of I know Coop has that one. Bunch of people have that. Man, this is a good way to torture someone. Just tell them to sand these stupid things. Aren't very good, but what are the ranges exactly? The ranges, I'm sure, are fine. The ranges, I'm sure, are more because physics would say if it's going faster with the same projectile, you're going to be getting further results. The only problem with that is how accurate it is, because everybody's focused. Everybody's reaching. Hold on. Everybody's super focused on how fast their blasters can go right out of the barrel, but you're not hitting people with the end of your barrel. You're hitting them from 75 feet away. You're hitting them from 20 feet away. You're hitting them from a sizable distance away. And so if you can't hit anything because your blaster is shooting left and right and all over the place, your effective range could be something super stupid like 40 feet, 20 feet. The first thing that I can think of is Drac made a blaster and put like 27 kilograms of spring in it. It was an Exus 2. And he couldn't hit some targets that were literally, the target was about this big, and he was literally 20, 25 feet away. Literally. And he couldn't hit it because there was so much power behind it. It made the dart go all sorts of ways that, you know, couldn't be predicted. So it's the effective range that I was talking about. Thanks, that's easy to use for some prop making. I like sanding, but it must be insane. Yeah. Give me 1 sec, guys. Answering text message. Family over stream, sorry. one second. Sorry, kind of a bit of a family thing going on right now. I apologize. Other things to be used. I like saying everything. Understandable. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for understanding on that. Appreciate it. If it was anything else, I would just tell the person I need to go for a sec because I'm streaming. But it's kind of a bit of a personal thing. So. It just hit me. You know what this is? This is cleaning the floor with a toothbrush. It just freaking hit me. That's why it's so annoying. It just came to me. This is the equivalent of cleaning the floor with a toothbrush. It really is. Oh, that sound. I'm so sorry, guys. It's bugging me just as much as it's bugging you. I just need a hog off material. I can smooth it out later. I don't want to lose all the definition of everything, but good lord. Gotta go now. See ya. Thanks for stopping by, chicken. Has anyone been seeing the rival Hera on shelves? I can't seem to find them. They only sell at Target, so I don't know if that has anything to do with that. No, it's going to Target. Yeah, Target. All the white rival line, the whatever they're calling it, Phantom Core, whatever, is all Target exclusive. I'm in Florida too. How are you? Because I know Florida got hit by a hurricane, like Houston did recently. Don't know what parts were hit, but hopefully everyone's okay. This is kind of a bit of a like a curvy like angle right up in this area, so might have to use a smaller file to get in there properly. It's got some weird angles in here. Look how much that is. Look how much. Look at this. Look how much paint that is. There's like a stack of it on that one little spot. I know this is supposed to be childproof, but damn. This is really killing my soul. Good thing this piece isn't big. Oh, I feel like I missed some. At this point, it's just sandblast it. Again, I don't have a sandblaster, so that's not really an option. Have to go. It's been sand. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. No damage. Just big mess. Guns. Then a Pokemon Evolution. Okay. I don't know why sanding doesn't bother me. I must not have a soul. Because you're weird. You don't mind sanding because you're weird. It's okay. I'm weird because I enjoy soldering. is this? What? Like a hard piece of paint there. That was weird. There's like a line of paint that was significantly harder to remove than the rest. It's like a thin little needle line. Join the club, Gavin. That too. Like, this isn't even sanding. This is freaking scraping. Because if you sanded this, you'd be here all day. Move back to the bigger file. I imagine this is what stripping a blaster is like. So you get a blaster that's painted matte black or something and you want to integrate it so it was like used before, so you want to integrate it. I imagine this is what that's like. This is why I don't buy used blasters. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. The other day, someone posted the bare side of the strife and they're like, oh, it looks so ugly, and everybody in the comments were like, yeah, that's so disappointing that they didn't do the other side and all this stuff. And I was thinking, I literally just got off of a stream and was saying how much I liked the blank side more than the other side. I thought that was kind of funny. Rather have it blank than green, in my opinion. Green looks awful. It's just such a terrible color green. Like, if they made a lime green or like a darker green, that would be fine, but it's like puke green. It's disgusting. Yeah, it is. It is. Trying to cut corners to save money is pure lazy. Yeah. Really dumb. On that blaster, I just happen to hate the green. I love the white. Ooh, careful. Really hurts if you like scrape down the side of your finger like this or something. If you miss, I've done that before. Does not leave a clean cut. That is for sure. You want to know what the best part about this is? This is one half of the blaster. Yep. Got to do it all over again. Good way to clean your files is with a wire brush, by the way. But if it gets it doesn't matter. Anywho, I know it's in anything else, yeah. I know I've asked this before, but is anybody working on anything? Any blasters, any mods? Anybody thinking about doing anything? Like trying to gather parts for a build or something? Be curious to hear about it. jack up the price. I think I want to get rid of that. That button right there. It's like some like fake flathead screw or something. Like these ones are fine for now, but I don't like that one right there. I don't like I like that line, but I don't like it with that there. I might even fill in that line later. I think I'm gonna remove that. It's a weird angle. Not to mention it's just making my life harder than it needs to be. And it is gone. There we go, much better. Let's see. I might do brushless rapid strike. I've been looking a little bit into brushless myself. It's just that those little controllers are so expensive. Excuse me. Working on my long shot. Sending Jen Urso. I don't have a name or anything. Anything special you're gonna put into it? Do they even have a like a third-party flywheel cage for that? I'm not sure. Just curious. Don't know if you're using one, just thinking out loud. Designing expanded cover. It's interesting. I think I'm think of an integration huge vortex. Use strife, neon, translation, pressure, and yellow. That sounds like a good integration. That'd be cool. Yeah, I agree, Dragon. Yes, OFP is redesign. Cool, cool. Okay. Oh, that sound. These grooves actually fit perfectly with the end of this file. I thought they were going to be a pain in the neck. They're actually going to be the easiest part of this whole thing. That's pretty satisfying. I thought those were going to be a pain in the neck. That fits perfectly. If you ever wonder where Hasbro's money is going, the answer is in the black paint. Half the freaking cost of the blaster. Let's see. Is anyone been keeping up with Mr. Nathan's Jackal build? The paint job I think he's going with looks kind of cool. I know it's just a mock-up, but it still looks pretty cool. Plan on making a Ethereal Fortress build with red and gray and black. That sounds cool. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Oh, okay. Gavin, I want to make a chalkboard blaster, like Ben said. That's kind of cool. I'm back. Had Taco Bell and ice water. Sounds good. Taco Bell. I kind of got to be in the mood for Taco Bell. It's one of those things where I can't have constantly. See, this is a terrible idea to put your hand on the other side of the file like this, because if I slip, that's gonna go straight across and give me a nice gash right there. So don't do what I do. But half of the thing is realizing that I'm sacrificing my safety for a little bit of leverage. It helps 100% to know what body part you're putting in danger. Like cutting towards yourself. Never cut towards yourself. It's complete bull. Sometimes you have to cut towards yourself. You just have to do it in the correct way. It's never cut towards your hand. That's what you need. Because if your hand's right here and you're cutting away from you, your hand is still right there, right? It's never cut towards your hand. But never cutting towards yourself is kind of dumb. Because, like, never do this, obviously. But, I mean, if you're cutting towards yourself like this, I mean, what are you going to hit? Even if that ran into your chest. It's not doing anything. This has been Hawkeye's tip for the day. Like, comment, subscribe for that tip. Shut up and stand, Hawkeye. Let's see. Whoa, missed some. Cardboard, Ben, cardboard. Please don't skip. And cut your hand. 10% scar. Taco Bell. Oh. Yep. Half the battle's knowing that you're putting your hand in danger, though. Still wouldn't recommend it, but knowing that that's what that is. If you lose control, you're still going to lose control, don't get me wrong. But it really does help to know, instead of being completely oblivious. See what I was talking about right there? How it, like, pulls in. I was talking about that on a previous stream. The molding process is a little bit thicker right there, so it kind of, like, shrunk in a little bit. Forget it. Never mind. It's not going to mean anything to half of you guys. How many people will you have? 14 people watching? It's not bad. Thank you all for sticking with me this long. Lord knows it's for the entertainment, right? What riveting content. What part will he sand next? See, again, really stupid to put my hand here. If I slip that way, look at that. Right in the way. These angles are terrible, though. The one thing I won't do is put, like, my fingernail in jeopardy. Because if that just gets caught on your fingernail like that or something, right there, oh, that's gonna hurt. Every scar it makes it also get simple. It's simple, nice talking with you. It's nice talking with you guys. I appreciate talking with you guys. You guys make the hours fly by. Keep your I feel like you said that before. Look at that. Already making progress. Look how much we've done so far. See what I'm talking about? Like, instead of trying to cut corners, just shut up and do it sometimes, you know? It's like, oh, well, I guess I don't have to do that part. And then you start cutting corners here, and then you start cutting corners there, and then it's this, and then it's that, and pretty soon your entire blaster is half-assed, and you don't want that. Like there's a difference between like actually not caring about it and then caring about it and not doing it. Like if you're completely fine with like not sanding your blaster and doing whatever you want, go for it. Because that's not what I'm saying. But like if it bothers you that like something isn't sanded and you just don't do it, that's just lazy. Don't do that. You'll always be happier in the end if you just take the time to do it right the first time. This has been Life Lessons with Hawkeye. Oh, here we go. By the power of Grayskull. What is it that you're building? This is the back end to my Rapid Strike Raven integration. And I'm going to slap this on the end here. This is to a Zeus. Sorry, I can resist urge. Never. I could never spell in summer school. I did my previous message. Zeus stock actually looks really good with the without the black. Elbow grease. I think he is. I think I am. Who's I think I what? Who am I what where? Am I still on camera? Yeah, okay. Need to vacuum this up here in a sec. One nice thing about files is they don't dull, they just get clogged up, so if you have a wire brush handy, it doesn't dull. All you need is a good set of hand files. That'll always ring in my brain. Phone data services. 16 people watching now. Welcome, people. Go. I'm gonna mute you guys for just 1 second so my vacuum isn't killing you. 1 second. Okay, back on. Will Hawkeye get all the paint off? Will the other half of the be a bigger pain? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I need to get a rough cut. Rough cuts are fun. Rough cuts are fun plinkers. Personally, I don't really think it's war practical for me, but they're really fun to just mess around with. Everybody should have a rough cut. I haven't put a spring or anything in it, so I don't really need it, but I have one of Monkey Mod's Metal Gears. Not the 3D printed one, but like the actual, like, it's either cast or CNC'd or something, but it's not one of those printed ones from Shapeways that Monkey Mod's has. It's nice. I feel like I need a new piece. Sandpaper. I did not finish that sentence. Do you have a favorite Pokemon or just a random question? Typhlosion. Ah, you didn't think I had that off the top of my head, did you? Typhlosion's my favorite. Also that generation, the Johto generation, I think it's like technically second generation or whatever. After like 200, the 250, like those ones, it started to get into the meh category, and then after that, it was just forget it. Like when you started getting up to like 600 or whatever, it's like clink clank and then clunk as an evolution. Like seriously, definitely my favorite. I'm sure it had something to do with me growing up with that, but I mean technically I grew up with the original, and I still liked the Johto one better. More towards the end of my childhood when that started coming out. It's hard to hold this piece. Madagascar is best. What kind of stuff are you on? A rough cut for an integration I'm doing. Put a crossbow strife integration. Put a rampage on top. That'd be kind of cool. Get that master key on. I feel like I'm slowly being pecked to death by chickens doing this. I would not be doing this in one sitting if I wasn't live streaming. This would be like 10 sittings. See, you guys are helping me get stuff done. Let's see what I miss. First, never showed. God, I hope this integration turns out as well as I want it to. I'm dying on the inside doing this. This is way more sanding than my normal projects. Just because I'm not used to larger, like Rapid Strike. I'm used to more compact blasters. Just my personal preference. Where is my... Oh. Look, guys, you didn't think I'd do it. I got more sandpaper. Almost. Keep going. Don't give up now. Ooh, gotta love that sound. Listen to it sing. Sorry, can I do it myself? No worries. Let's see. I feel like I could stand to cut these sheets in half, but it's alright. Sorry, head getting in the way a little bit. Ear rape. Yeah, 3,000 days later. I gotta tell you, having the live streams is at least something to kind of motivate me a little bit more to get this sanding done now. So you guys are helping me quite a bit. I appreciate it. Have you seen the new generation of Pokemon Sun and Moon? If so, what do you think? I don't think so, or at least not seen it enough to note anything. But I'm sure it's something. I'll be back. I'm gonna eat. Also, we enjoy live streams too. Okay, see you in a little bit. We patiently wait your arrival. Look at all that. I think that's the only real paint left. Oh, besides under there. Forgot. That little black part right there. And then that back. And then I'm pretty much done with the terrible part of it. And then this stuff will be super easy. That's just flat. One step at a time. In there, right here is going to be kind of a pain in the neck. Okay. Why is Executor dragon type? Are you freaking kidding? He's a dragon type now? Don't even get me started about that. That's dumb. He has like a super long neck now too, doesn't he? Whoever thought that was a good idea design-wise needs to be fired. No, legit, I really want to reuse them. Ow! Didn't see that coming. I slipped off and hit my thumb down here. Just gonna casually put my thumb away. Let's see. Integration I mentioned. I did X-Acto Blade and Sandpaper. So I understand taking time on integrations. Hawkeye, do you think Rival is practical? No. The only thing Rival is really practical for, in my opinion, is the Nemesis, which they should have started with that, but obviously they're not going to because they want to have improvements later so that they purposely make terrible blasters at the beginning of any line, for instance, the AccuStrike line, so that they can make improvements on it later. That's a marketing thing. But the Nemesis is really the only useful one, in my opinion, because you take your different ammo type. You don't really want to change ammo type, right? So you have to have some sort of advantage to it. The only advantage to rounds is the fact that you can just throw them into a hopper and be done with it. So aside from the Nemesis, I don't really think it's very practical. Start making ice cream cones and key rings into Pokemon. Yeah. See, like, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about. That started way back with, like, Clink and Clank, like, the stupid gear things, and, like, the sword and whatever. That kind of stupid crap's been a thing for a while. Did I get that? I did not. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh, no, I did. I did. Just missed some. Just missed some paint there. There we go. Almost done. Almost done. the black part at least. That's really my arch nemesis right now. Yep, Executor is now Palm Tree. It's freaking stupid. I mean, I didn't like him to begin with, but now he's a shell of his former self. Sorry, should have worn the microphone before I tapped that on there so viciously. Okay, how do I want to go about sanding these? Gotta love these grooves. Why does this build have so many grooves like this? Had it on the Raven top, had it on this. I guess that's the only two things, but it feels like a lot. Maybe that with sandpaper. Oops, just dropped my stick. I think they try to milk last time. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You want to see milking the last dime out of every franchise? Freaking Nintendo, man. Just kill off your group of, like, people by now. Like, everything Nintendo has is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. Everything. The last thing they even tried innovating was the 3D aspect to the 3DS. And then before that, I'm pretty sure was N64. Sun Moon's 50-50 split between good Pokemon and bad Pokemon. This is not going well. I feel like I'm losing some definition by using the sandpaper. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Yeah, it's a little better, keeping some of that definition there. Just gotta angle it correctly. What is even the point of the 2DS? Yeah, I don't know. Someone raised their hand in a meeting and said, 2DS? Just heads up, Hawkeye, there's a fly Pokemon now named Cuddyfly. Am I saying that right? Freaking really? I'm waiting for the Razor Pokemon. Looks like this. Flies around. It's called like... I got nothing. I was gonna say something funny, but I got nothing. Exacator? Like Exacto? No? Okay, never mind. More durable for a young audience. I'm sure that's the excuse they came up with. Or hey, if your kid's that young, maybe you shouldn't throw a computer in their face and maybe you should give them like a real toy, like Legos or something. Just saying. From the time I was 2.5 years old till I was 17, I asked for nothing but Legos for my birthday and Christmas. Didn't want anything else. I have approximately 160,000 Lego pieces under my bed right now. keep in mind that's a king size bed on 6-inch risers, and it's like full. Wasn't spoiled, I just asked for Legos for a very, very long time. And it is better. Dude, Legos are awesome. I'm 19. I still love them. I still love my Legos. Keep their value too. They never get old. One more. These stupid little notches in here. And look at that. Oh, nope, never mind. Still got these little nubs right here that are still black. That's done though. Almost. Very many sanding. Much sanding. Much sanding. Don't get me started. I won't stop. Legos are awesome and amazing. And now they have ruined Digimon. Oh, what'd they do to Digimon? Any Digimon fans, close your ears. Wasn't a terribly big fan of Digimon, but you know, still know about it. This is awful. This is terrible. Digimon died like 5 years ago. That's a burn if I do say so myself. Mind the way. Now this is like using a toothbrush to clean the floor. This is freaking stupid. What am I doing with my life? I'm literally sitting here on YouTube live streaming footage of me picking away at this part. What am I doing with my life? Questioning reality. It's starting to devolve. Oh, Digimon died when it started. Ooh. Get wrecked. Just gotta get through it. Just gotta get through it. A few more. It's almost done. And you can start on the easy sanding again. Gotta take these annoying bits of sanding in stride. Doing everything all at once would burn me out, for sure. Short bursts. At least you still, at least you have an almost wife. 4 steps above me. Hey, if sanding helps pay the bills, money is money. Yeah, true. I feel like by the time I reach the end of this, like of this row, I'm gonna have like some miraculous breakthrough at the very last one where it's like, oh, I just found a way to make this 1,000 times easier to sand, and I've already done like a complete thing. It's barely gonna help me because I'm just gonna have the other side, or not. Okay, need a break for a second. That's actually hurting my hand. I'm sorry. I'm completely leaning over the thing. I'm sorry. I'm seeing that now. Digimon never caught on. It didn't really catch on as much as they wanted it to, I don't think. Lies and slander. It's my phone buzzing again. Gonna have to answer that in 1 second. Ugh. It's not going away. Okay, just 1 second, guys. I just never cut on the surely it's just copy many cringe tattoos. Feel like Walmart brand of Pokemon. Walmart brand of Pokemon. It's a good example. Oh no, wait, this is Facebook. Okay, never mind, sorry. That was Facebook. I thought it was text message. Notification light goes off. It's blue for text messages and Facebook. Green is for Facebook messages. Orange is for Etsy. Whoever decided to put that light on those smartphones was a really good idea. Last one. Last little nub here. Come on. Here we go. Don't rush it. Take your time. Do a good job. Rushing is how you get hurt. It's also a country. Russian. Get it? Huh, Russian. Huh. Funny. Maybe this one a little bit more. Okay. That's it for all of the annoying small parts and all of that black on there. Finally, what do you guys think? Look at all that. All that sanding. Oh, crap. Got another side. So I also have this. This is the small little teeth to a battery tray from a Strife, and then this is going to be mounted right here, so it'd be glued on the inside, so these are pointing down, kind of like that. And then I have these, excuse me, these holes right here, and so with that epoxied in there like that, let me see if I can. That epoxied in there like that, that will just slip into place here, and then there'll be a magnet or something up here to hold that on, so I can take it off like that. It's probably taking. Sorry, I thought about DBZ. I'm not too terribly familiar with the DBZ universe. Like I saw some of the sagas, but I'm not aware of like the timeline and stuff. Oh crap, I haven't heard of a long time. I don't remember Beyblades. Bro, these can't leave. Let it rip, man. Might as well pull out the battery. Hold on. Got the battery here. Actually, let me vacuum up before I pull this out. Gonna mute you guys so you know ear rape. Be right back. Okay, that's better. You mean bay wheels? Stop it. It's funny. Okay, now that my hand is falling off, just got the battery here. Dun -dun -dun -dun. It's a 2500 milliamp. This is a 70C 140C burst 2S track star. This is a low center of gravity version, so it's super thin. It's a very, very nice battery. It's a very expensive battery. And then two sides of the Zeus, like that. And then you got the, might as well put this all together in a second. And there goes the PVC pipe. Sorry for the noise. See if we can somewhat fit this together. So that goes on there like that. Like so. And then the battery, you'll have the wire loom in there, and then the battery should just go, if I can fit it in here, boop, just like that. Fits in there nice and smooth. And then this part will have the tongue right there and go in and then slip down, and that'll be nice and tucked away. Zoids, anyone? I remember Zoids. I was really mad when Zoids came on though, because we didn't have cable. I had to go over to my grandmother's house to watch things, and I watched like Gundam Wing. And then one day they stopped playing Gundam Wing and they replaced it with Zoids. So I was never really happy with Zoids, but I watched it anyway. I wanted a long shot so bad, but long strike instead. Wasn't too happy about that. Put a DBZ in, LOL. Fast forward 6 years and about one complete. Use long strike. So, I think we're almost done with sanding. Does anybody else need a minute? But when I put this on here like this, I will trim down this area right here to make it kind of more fit seamlessly, because you see that raven right here is just kind of like a bump hanging out. But I'll smooth all of that down, and then there's a little bit of a weird seam right here in this area, like that little bump right there, right here. That will all be fixed, of course. I'm not sure how streamlined I'm going to make that, but that will all be fixed. It'll be a little bit smoother there. Kind of have more of a transition. So I need to decide Project Angular 1. I need a second. Hold on. Give me a second to stand. Slowly withering away to nothing. Only an hour and a half in. Where's your stamina, Ben? I'm actually standing right now. Probably why I sound a little further away. Whew, gets hot on the finger. See, this part's easy. But if the entire blaster was like this, I guess it would be boring. See, like all these lines in here, they look nice on their own. Whoops, sorry. All these little lines in here, they look nice on their own, but I feel like it's a little too much detail for what I'm trying to do, so I'm probably going to end up filling some of these in with spot putty and epoxy putty and stuff like that. Because just the overall look, because all of this is going to be filled in right here. So this might look a little bit more complicated in contrast to something like over here that's just plain. So we'll see. Haha, guys, haha. I should be using another glove, but I'll be okay for this last little bit. Only got the inside of here to do, and then outside of here. Should be fine. I'd be the worst moderator ever. Playing the song of my people. Just became an instrument. I bet you can't play a Nerf blaster, can you? Have you ever thought about streaming on Twitch? To be fair, I've barely thought about streaming on YouTube. I don't know if the process is the same. I mean, maybe. Definitely could be something I look into. Is Twitch something you kids are into nowadays? I don't watch Twitch at all, is the reason why I'm asking. I'm probably sound a little bit quiet. I'll come back down here. I'm standing. That chair isn't the most comfortable. Let's see. Twitch can actually cut his streams off if anyone reports him for making weapons on Twitch. Wow, that's stupid. Really rolls off the tongue. Have a Twitch account. So right now, 14 hours of editing later. Hawkeye, Nerf Gun remix. Bum 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 boing 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 bum 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 bum. Doing it, adding a bass track. Let's do it. Let's get it rolling. Let's get that. Don't let your dreams be memes. Don't let your memes be dreams. I said that backwards. Ruined the joke. Rip. Nerf gun sing. Is this killing anyone else, or is it just me? I feel like this is slowly devouring my lifespan. Should do that with sandpaper, shouldn't I? Kind of sound like a banjo. I was thinking that, something like a banjo. Where was I standing just now? Oh, right here. Completely just lost track of where I was standing. Rapid strike pusher slowed down to the beat. I put a symbol in front of the rapid strike pusher, like a mini symbol. Put like a bass drum there, a mini bass drum. Wub wub. Sorry, again, leaning into the camera, my bad. Keystone Paradox. I have switched that name so many times, I'm not quite sure what that is now. So, I don't know what you're referencing. I know that sounds terrible. I currently don't have anything actually called Keystone Paradox in the works. So I'm gonna incorporate this under reloading. Get one of those like game guns or whatever, and then they remix them. Semi-auto flywheel. Oh yeah, I kind of put that in the wayside. It's just a lot of design complications, and I don't feel like solving them. If I'm gonna be honest. Got to designing the ratcheting mechanism for the turret. I was like, screw this. I kind of lost interest. Like, it'd be cool, but hard to make it worth it. Worth the time that I would have to invest scratching my head. I'm already having enough trouble committing to something like the two big projects I have going on, like Dogma and Pocket Javelin. Those are already hard enough to commit to. Almost done, almost done. Still need to get one of those now that I think about it. Flared magwell. The flared magwell is really nice. Sounds like I'm boosting my own product, but it really is nice. I do like the flared magwell. Someone made a mag-fed super junky Dragon's Wrath build. I remember seeing that. I saw it in person at End War. I just don't like that you have to dump everything all at once. You have to shoot all the missiles or nothing at all. It's no control, you know what I mean? I mean, you might as well fire one. It's more of a shotgun. Boom, not broom. I didn't even see that. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I didn't see that. I was gonna say, oh wait, I didn't even read it. No, I didn't. Never mind. Flared Raven Magwell win. I think someone designed one. I'm not sure how well it works, but It's hard for me to design something if I'm not going to use it myself, like for a project or something, and I don't see me building a Raven for myself anyway, so you're probably better with the one that they've made. Hello, what's that just got on again? It's the Zeus. This is the back end of a Zeus, and it's going to go on the Strife like so. Strife. It's going to go on the Strife, guys. On the Strife. This Strife. Yeah. It's going to go on the Strife. I'm not even gonna correct myself. It's a Strife. I was signed up for Reddit contest called Build Better Boomstick. I like Zeus. Ryan designed one, and it's a little meh. Printed it's okay. See, that's one of the reasons why I made mine the way I did, and not one of the insert pieces for right here, because you have that that magazine well that fits in right here, like the orange one. And the reason why I don't make it off of that and then flare it out is because your magazine is going in there, and if you notice, your entire lip of the magazine well covers that, and so you're gonna kind of have to jank it up a little bit to make it fit right, and it would be kind of half-assed, and it wouldn't really fit properly, and blah 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 blah. So instead of trying to do that, just have it attached to the side of the blaster and do it properly. Magazine. Does anyone know what happened? I also don't like when people like release it to the public and they're like, I'm not sure if this works, go for it. It's like, okay. Kelly never has it. Kelly is cooler anyways, lols. I thought Alice had it. Alice does have it. I have no idea what you guys are talking about now. I didn't keep up with that Raven magazine well thing at all. That's where the proto strife came from. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Oh, does anyone know what happened to the Ghost project? Yeah, Alice has it. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Didn't see that message. I was wondering why I was so lost. Whew. Just want to see on the inner bit right here. You should totally make those hammer shot clear parts open for public. The mold is just super complicated, and I don't feel like remaking the mold if I have to. So even if I did, it would be a super limited run. But it'd be kind of expensive. It'd be more expensive than I'm comfortable with. So I'll probably just keep them on special order only. There's only 2 in existence right now. I have one, and then Searing Phoenix has the other one. I wonder if he's ever gonna finish that. Okay. Done. Time. Okay, now done. Time. Yeah. Okay, now done. Time. Need cool. Watch people work on projects. Gets you a better idea of doing things exactly. Super limited run. So can I actually obtain some? Yeah, you can contact me about it on Etsy. Steering Phoenix must be a. Must be. Oh, must be a master. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what these parts look like lined up. Jeez. Not bad, not bad. Get some of that out of the way. That looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Let me turn it around for you guys. There we go. A little bit better view for you. Tell me what you think. That looks really good. I like that. I like the lines. I like the way that stock looks. I don't know. I might do some other stuff. It's getting close to 2 hours though, so we'll see. No way. Can you give me a quote on Neander's hammer shot parts, not including shipping? Keep in mind I only have the turret, the cylinder itself, but you'll have to contact me on Etsy for any questions about pricing or anything. Tree Fitty, Trojan 2.7. That looks good. Battery tray for LEDs. That's going to be the Raven. The Raven back is going to be for the LEDs. Looks like it was meant to be. Looks awesome. I'm back. Hey chicken. What's the estimate of LED? What's the estimate of LEDs for this? I'm assuming around 50 LEDs, somewhere between 46 and 50, I think, is what I'm gonna end up using. We'll have to see though. The integration is gonna be awesome, even though new bow Raven was cut in half. Yeah. New in box, I think is what he meant. Just a cylinder, not lever or trigger. No, I don't have either of those. Or the sling point. I carved all the rest of the parts I did on my hammer shot were all carved aluminum. I didn't cast them. Sorry. Message, give me 1 sec, guys. Let you stare at this. Where are we? When am I? So you're saying 4 AA's can power 50? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they be able to? If you're thinking, what's it called? It's parallel. What's the other one? Gosh, I can't remember the word for it. Parallel and, what's the other one? Someone help me out. Ah, it starts with an S. I can see it. What is it called? Series, yeah. There's parallel and series. If you're doing series, there's no way 4 batteries could power that many LEDs. But if you do it in parallel, it'll be fine. Do you have to wire your LEDs up to a LiPo or separate battery? I'm just gonna do separate battery. I don't bother with LiPo. It's actually going to trigger him versus link point, anything else. Cylinder, perhaps make a true crystal pistol. That'd be funny, crystal pistol. Have he wires separately, hates the LEDs. Yeah, I don't like when they dim. It's ever so slight, but it drives me nuts. Hey, orange strife parts down in price on Amazon. Orange strife. Oh, orange strife. Sorry, for some reason I read parts there. Series, no series. Starts with an S. Strife. 33 used to be. Geez, 33. Gosh. So I might start wrapping up here. I'm getting super tired. My throat's starting to hurt as well. This is looking nice though. I'm really happy with how this is coming out. It also tickles me funny when all of the parts are blue instead of like different colors and stuff. I like that. Do you guys want to see me Dremel this on camera, this hole right here, or do you want me to do that off camera? If I do it on camera, I'll mute the microphone while I'm doing it, but I just don't know what you guys want me to do, because I'm probably gonna have to lean over it a little bit, and you might. I'll do my best, but I'm gonna prioritize this over viewing it on the camera. I kind of get close to my stuff when I do it. Keep the mic on. Now we start bonding the shells. I mean, I guess I could start tacking it. One second, searching, cutting hole in live stream, please. I wouldn't mind. Let me know if this sound is cancerous. Prepare your ear holes. I'm about to turn this on. I'm not gonna do this right now for the record, but just let me know if this is really super loud. Prepare yourselves. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Back of your head isn't that horrible looking. It's not that loud. Really? I expected that to be like, oh god, my ears, why are you doing this? Talk and run it. Sounds okay. I wouldn't be able to talk anyway. I'm gonna be right into it, and I'm gonna have a mask on. Oh, you know what? Let me see what my mask sounds like. I'm not sure where that is actually. Oh, it's behind me. Stupid. Full on respirator. Just see what I sound like with this one. Because when I'm hoping to epoxy this on camera, and I'm gonna have to shut my closet door and put on the mask and stuff. So it'll be like at the end of a stream when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this and then leave, because I'll need to let this sit overnight. So let me just hear what this sounds like. Can you guys hear me terribly, or what does this sound like? I'm currently wearing the mask. Buy it right now. Thanks for letting me know. Buzzing somehow. The flap when I talk kind of buzzes a little bit. That's not you. That's totally buzzing. Sounds clearly to me. We can hear you. Not too bad. Not probably too bad. I can hear. Run the Dremel and talk. Here's. Can you guys understand what I'm saying if I talk a little bit louder? I'm talking directly into the mic though, so that might help a little bit. This is really loud. See how that sounded like? Whoa. Yes. Clear as day. That is shocking, because that does not sound very clear in person. It must be because I'm talking directly into the mic. I can totally hear. We can hear you talking. They both sound. Let's see. Now for the real test. Let me know how this sounds. Be prepared. Prepare yourself. There's no way this isn't going to make a loud sound. So 3, 2, 1. There's no way you guys are okay with that. There's no way. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. See, that's what I was expecting. Loud. Quieter than expected. Yep, there. Rip earphones. Talk while doing the sanding. Fine. Yep, there it is. There is the point of no return. There it is. Even like there's no point in me talking while sanding, because I wouldn't be talking and doing that at the same time. I would stop what I'm doing, because that takes a lot of focus. I'll probably see how the stream feels when I'm actually doing that. I should probably plug in my hot glue gun if I'm gonna actually tack this shell. Bet you guys didn't notice my hot glue gun this entire time. Dun-na-na-na. Still at it, I see. Yep, still at it. I'm dying. My butt is hurting from sitting for so long, but still at it, believe it or not. Ooh, tack the parts together. I'll show you guys how I do it. So first I tacked everything together like this. I still haven't taken this one apart. So I made all the cuts and was kind of like fitting everything, and then when I had something, I tacked everything together and made sure it was super duper straight, as you can tell. And made sure everything aligned up properly. I didn't bother tacking this back piece on just because it's a small piece in the back, and I know myself well enough. I didn't need to do it. Probably still should have, but didn't. So once I tacked everything together, then I took one side off, detacked it, and then that's where the stream kicked in, and I started sanding everything. And so now that I have these parts sanded and ready to go, I'll clean them first. Which I will need to do here in a second before I tack them. And then put them back together. Like so. Something is not going back together here. Oh, bent prong. I don't think that's actually, it's bent right here. I don't think that's actually vital though. I think I can just snap that off. If I can get it out. There we go. Yep, not a problem. Like I was saying, snap all this stuff together, and now everything is lined up straight again. So I will go back and tack all of these locations, and then take this side off, untack it, start sanding this, and then put it back on here and do the same thing, re-tack it. Now I have a completely sanded blaster that I no longer have to worry about aligning perfectly because I'm bouncing off of each half. Oh snap, the glue gun was there the entire time. Plot twist. Never pointed it out, yeah. That's a nice integration. Thank you, I appreciate it. Wow. Is it going to be dual stage? No, it's just going to be single stage. I don't need that power. I don't even need the 150 that I could get with like a high crush. I don't. My effective range is 60 feet. I'm not going to get any more than that. I mean, I could squeeze out a little bit more with a dual stage, I'm sure, but I don't see a point. Um, LED polycarbonate Raven plate. I'm gonna cover up this part, but I don't think I'm gonna put any LEDs in it. I think it'll just be solid because there'll be plenty of other glowy parts. That's how you do it. That's really smart. Thank you. Took a little bit of thinking, sitting down and thinking for a sec, but it keeps everything aligned the way I did it the first time. Look at that color difference. That's cool. Look, it sticks out, and then I flip it over. Whoa, where'd it go? Matches with the background really well. Will it be 3S? No, it's gonna be 2S. I have some, actually, let me show you the motor cage. I haven't wired it at all. I haven't wired anything together, but I assembled it. And I have the aluminum on there already. And that's going to be the motor cage. It's a Generation 3. It's got a aluminum shroud on the end. Some naked XP180s. Looks mighty nice if I do say so myself. Why did you carve out the place for the motors on Braves? Oh, I'm gonna cover that with polycarbonate because I didn't like that that's not symmetrical for no reason because I'm not having motors. And I thought about doing this for a Straven before, but I think this is the perfect opportunity to do that because this part right here kind of overlaps. Whoops. See it better on this side. This part overlaps on the other side. So I meant to take this off, just not that violently. Glowy parts, highly technical term. Yes, it is. How do you get DRS cages? Very carefully. I have a bunch of friends who all know that I like them, and I have them all watch the website as well as myself. So people, I've heard many stories of people trying and failing. DRS performance isn't help either. Yeah, he doesn't answer anything, unfortunately. I do have a guy who can speak fluent German if that helps. So I'm not the only guy. Just kind of waiting for that hot glue gun to. What the? There's like something. There's like the hot glue bits on it. Heck, that was kind of weird. Just waiting for that hot glue gun to heat up. Same as your current primary, no. My current primary is Generation 2, and it also has regular XP180 motors. So slightly different. Technically the same, but slightly different. Voltmeter for the motors. Voltmeter for the motor cover area. No, I'm gonna put mine in the normal Raven spot that I like back here. Still not sure what I'm going to do about the switch because I can't put it in my normal position because there's like no placement for it right there, and I can't put it right here because the mag release is right there. So I'm still trying to figure out where to put the button for the voltmeter, but I'll figure it out. Do you mind if I leave you guys for a hot minute while I wash all of this stuff down? I don't need to get it too good. I just need to actually. Yeah, I better do it right the first time. I'm gonna need to wash these parts, so I will be back in a little bit. I'm gonna mute the mic just so you guys aren't being driven nuts by white noise. So I'll be right back. If anybody in the stream gets here and is like, "What the heck's going on?" Please tell them what's going on. Maybe like 3 minutes, something like that. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys still there? Anyone still alive? Actually, I gotta mute you again because I'm gonna vacuum up. I'm still here though. Okay, so I went into the bathtub and washed all of these and then immediately proceeded to go out to the garage and blew them out with an air compressor just to get rid of the water. Would not recommend doing that without hearing protection. I am still ringing in my ears, but it will do. It's still wet in some places, but as long as the seams are dry, that's what I'm looking for. So. Yep, I watched Drax solder and spontaneously combusted. Okay. Now I still have some flashing on here from previous drumming, like drumming this off. So what I'm just doing is going in and removing that flashing. And I'm not using a file or anything because I literally just washed this entire thing. And I wouldn't want to go back and rewash it. These are just going to be chips that come off, so that'll be easy enough to manually pull out of there. It'll just fall right out. And of course I don't care if I scratch this up. See, like, all this stuff I could leave in here, like these little chips, it's not going to affect anything. If they got caught up by the epoxy, they would just melt and become part of it. But it's stuff like this that I enjoy doing. It gives me a satisfaction that I did it correctly, and that even though people can't see it on the inside, I know it's there. That's a big thing for me. So it might not make sense to a lot of people. Why are you wasting your time with that kind of thing, but this is just how I enjoy doing my mods. Still got 13 people watching. Okay. A little bit right there. I'm triggered. I am back. So am I. I was gone for a second there. WB, welcome back. Ha, got that one. Didn't need to ask for help. Almost asked what that was, but I got it. Is there a wall right there? This thing's not coming out. No? Oh, there's like a little stub there. Okay. Riveting. Ben, do a backflip. Look at that. Backflip. Too smart for him. Not used to all the lingo you kids are using nowadays. That's my grandma voice. Someone was saying, Is that your grandma voice a stream or two ago? No, that was my grandma voice. Great, now I have a little piece stuck in there. There it goes. And do a backflip. Also, so to use crushing on you while you were gone. Do a Hawkeye impression. Oh, I'm Hawkeye and I like to do things weird. I'm stupid. That's the same as my internet impression though. So I don't know if that counts. Did you paint it or something wrong with did you paint it or is something wrong with the camera? No, that's all sanding. It turns that color when I sand it. Also, I just washed it, so all the dust is off of it. But the blue is still the same. It's just all sanded now. The camera is a little bit cold right now. Like if I took something white, that would color correct a little bit. So now you can see what the colors really are, but it doesn't change it enough to really notice anything just because it's already blue. That'll be funny, I promise. Would you get that new worker blaster bin? Maybe. The expanded plunger tube looks nice. So maybe, but if I got it, it would probably just be a loaner or something. I probably wouldn't use it in a war. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. Not really. It's a little far away. The heck was that? That wasn't a text message buzz. My phone buzzed, but it kind of was like one solid buzz. Let's see. Okay, thanks. Just cut a long shot plunger tube, same diff. It's just more work. Do it right. Bye guys. Bye. See ya. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. That is a nice shade of hospital blue. Maybe that's what I should call the blaster. Hospital blue. Hospital blues. Oh man, that's dark. Never mind. I have modules been trying to work on it, but it won't work. I have tried to make sure all the connections are strong. Any suggestions? Make sure I'm not sure how it's not working, but make sure all of your connections are where they should be, and not just secure, but make sure that they're actually the right connections that you should be doing. Test all of your stuff outside of it. So like I take a 9-volt battery and put it to the back of my motor to make sure that they're working, that kind of thing. But other than that, I don't really know without any more details. One more, guys, one more. This one should be relatively quick. Just get to it already. So boring. What do you think this is? Entertainment? Back in my day, I walked both hills, uphill both ways, upside down, naked, strapped to a bear. I don't know where that came from. Okay. I think that's good for now. So what we're going to do, put the cap back on this so we're not killing ourselves. They won't spin or rev. Yeah, that's definitely going to be your connections at some point. If you should test out your motors first, but make sure all your connections are going to the right locations if they do work. Okay, so I have this side of the shell. I should definitely attach this at some point. And your raven shell goes on here like so. Rapid strike goes on like that. Now there is a little bit of flex in this, a little bit of give this way, so I want to make sure that I have everything aligned, not just jam it this way, but make sure everything is aligned properly. So I'll do one last alignment check and see where everything is lining up. And I happen to do this so everything kind of fits in there, just so. So that should be a good alignment. So I'm not going to spread hot glue everywhere because it's not a permanent connection. Instead, what I'm going to do is just tack it in a few key locations. I wish this would grab onto the hot glue. Oh, it's coming in and then back out. What is going on? Hold on. Hot glue is acting weird. My hot glue gun is acting a little weird. Hold on, guys. There it goes. I think there was just an air bubble in there. Well, I'm never getting that off my table. I just leaked the whole puddle. I don't know what I was thinking there. I should have put it on something else. I don't know what the crap I was thinking right there. I'm never going to get that off. I'm going to have to cut that off. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, just putting just enough tack to hold it on there. And then we'll do one right about here. And since there's a gap in between there, I'll probably make that a little bit thicker here in a second. And I need one up here. And that should just about do it. Because I don't really need one right here. I'll be able to flex that up and put some epoxy under there, which would be good. But in terms of alignment, I don't think I need anything else. So one trick to getting your hot glue to dry a little bit faster. I have this giant aluminum block, and that is going to eat up some of the heat. Just trying to make sure I don't change any of the alignment. You probably know this, but rubbing alcohol takes glue off cleanly. Yep, that's what I'm going to plan on do to take off these. And then once I think it's dry enough, just kind of jerk that off. That came out wrong. No jokes. I will rip it off suddenly, like a band-aid. Alcohol to or to melt the competition. That's a bit of a complicated shape. I'm not gonna bother there. Woo! Don't do that. A little more. Ow! Fine. Touch that. A little more right here. Insert joke here. Yeah. I was already typing. But I don't think because this being flexible, this little wing right here should allow me to get some epoxy in there a little bit. So now that I have that tacked together, I'm gonna make sure that everything's aligned one more time. if you're a glasses wearer like me, also, it's hard to see, but take off your glasses as well, because that can skew your perspective. Okay, I think everything's still aligned properly, so that is one shell that is ready to be taken apart again. And I think I want to tack this back here because I really should. I still got some Dremel work to do, like on these places, but it's nothing that's going to hinder if I put these on right now, which is why I have no problem tacking anything together right now. Now, this is going to take a little more effort to tack on because I have not. I just kind of threw this shell together because I already had one side aligned, but I haven't aligned this at all. So this is going to take a little more effort. So if you just bear with me for 1 sec, this is going to be kind of boring because you guys can't see much. But basically, I'm just doing this by eye. A little bit at a time. It's kind of hard to spin this while not moving it. Now is the worst time possible for me to need another hot glue stick. Just gotta wait for this to dry, I guess. Am I late? You're a little late. Oh my gosh, it's been 2.5 hours. This is literally the worst time for me to need another hot glue stick. Let me see if I can hold this and reach the hot glue in the next room. I totally did it. Sorry, this part's kind of boring. Trying to align this back part. Oh, sorry. I don't know if anybody new joined in, but how's everybody doing? Just waiting for this to dry. Kind of using that block as a heat sink. Kind of aligning things. Well, that's going to take a while to dry. There's not a lot of contact between that, but I can't move it once you touch it, so I'm just gonna have to wait that out. There's a joke in there. Spell. Good feeling. Just doing good. That's good. That's good. This is kind of the boring part where we just kind of sit and wait for the glue to dry, so I kind of apologize here. Camera's not really priority when I'm trying to align this, but basically I'm just doing the same thing. I'm tacking. It's just taking a little bit longer because I have to align everything properly. A little wobble in there. Hoping I wouldn't have to tack this. I could so I could get some epoxy under there, but I might just have to. I might just have to tack it anyway. It's a little wobbly. Get that other half. Just making sure everything's aligned. Do Q&A to pass the time. You guys are free to ask all the questions you want during the whole stream. Not a problem. I'll do my best to answer them. If I miss, I'm sorry. I try to read everything. Do you know it's been 3 weeks since your last official video? Yeah. I need to make a quick I'm thinking of just doing a quick overview of this and just being like, this is what I'm doing, and if you want to see step by step, I make live streams now apparently, and see if I have anything else to update on. But yeah, I'm aware it's been a while since my last official video. I need to make another one. I think that's aligned pretty well, actually. Hold on, let's see. Ow! Sorry, that was yelled right into the mic. That was still a little bit warm, and I dropped that. Sorry. I put my finger right on that. I have burnt myself many times with the glue gun. Age 23. I'm 24. Birthday's in March. Why is there a polycarbonate plate over the Raven's? Why is there a polycarbonate plate over the Raven's side motor cover? There's no polycarbonate there yet, but there's going to be. I just wanted things to be symmetrical because that motor bit sticks out a little bit. Yep, that's straight. Cool beans. Make sure it's aligned up this way as well. I know I'm mostly off camera, I'm sorry. You know what? I have a better way of aligning this. Sometimes it's hard to tell alignment. It's easy to tell down alignment like this ways, because there's your seam and you can follow that, but this ways is a little bit trickier. You might get something misaligned this way. So one trick is to take a ruler and find a line that's straight and put it along there and make sure that it's lined up with the rest of the blaster. Like, I think that's actually slightly off. And it's not by much, but I think it could come up this way just a touch. And so I'm actually going to untack part of that. It's ever so slightly off. Do you watch Attack on Titan? Yep, I've seen all the English dubs. I can't watch English subbed anime, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I just can't focus on that many things happening all at once. Generous is Gooded. Sweet. Your favorite chip. Your favorite chips. Whoa. The Lay's potato chips, the cheddar and sour cream ones, those are so good. Well, Hawkeye's complete normal. Burn yourself with hot glue. Anybody else watch? Hot glue on your legs. Ooh, that sounds like that hurts. It's like napalm, isn't it? You like get it on yourself and you can't get it off. What was I doing? So if you didn't catch that in the comments, something I do quite a bit is rubbing alcohol will completely take off hot glue. So I might as well show me doing that. It's not a very good angle, but basically you just want to absolutely drench this thing in hot glue. And then if you peel up a small part and get some underneath there, that'll start it. And just keep drenching it, drowning it with hot glue so it can seep in there. It takes a little bit of work to get started, but once it really starts to seep in there, it'll come off super, super easy. Favorite Coca-Cola product? Coca-Cola product. Sprite's a Coca-Cola product, right? I'll say Sprite. When are you going to sand the other side of the Rapid Strike? Next, after I tack this side together. I said that a while ago. My bad. Burnt off all my fingerprints trying to solder. Ooh, ouch. Rival team? Blue? Blue, I guess. Sprite indeed. Sprite is indeed. Ah, shoot. I think I'll stretch this bottom one just a little bit and just kind of glue it up here, hold it like that, and then untack this one and then retack it. I wish I would stop dropping this piece. This should be a duh factor, but make sure the alcohol has completely dried from the area before you glue it again. And it doesn't even need to come up that much. It's ever so slight. It's just literally that gap that needs to be squeezed together, I think. So I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Please don't burn yourself, Ben. Make sure everything's aligned this way as well. See if I can get the heatsink on there better this time. Hiya! There we go. That was much better. Hamburgers or hot dogs? Anything you want free of charge, what would it be? Probably hot dogs. I'm not a big hamburger fan. Free of charge, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Have you ever used metallic finish paint on your builds? Not recently. I mean, if Oculus Dawn doesn't count. Taco Bell or Taco Bell. I don't really like Mexican food. Taco Bell's as far as I go. Did you ever get revenge on Bobo for shooting you the Pawn Stop video? Yeah, I laughed in his face when his blaster jammed and he died before I did. Ethereal Fortress was the revenge. Okay, now I will take off this side. Make sure my phone isn't blowing up. Nope, just Etsy. And if you're having trouble getting it started, what you can also do is take a screwdriver, which I currently don't have, so I'll just use this and kind of start prying it up that way, just like get it started with a screwdriver or something. And then once you get under its skin a little bit, then you can drench it again. Eating Mexican food right now. Oh, hey, Soviet. How tall are you going to be when you need to get longer shoulders like that? Wait, how tall are you? You're going to need some long arms to shoulder that. I'm 6'2". It's pretty comfortable. It only adds, you know, like 3 inches to the Raven. It's not that much. Because the handle's pretty much in the same location. On the Raven, I mean. If you're having trouble with this, it's because you're not drenching it enough. It really needs to be like completely drenched. Okay. It's one, and I put a second one down here. Six, 2. Yep. What's your height? Yeah, he's famous. He's not famous because you need a beard to do that. What's everyone's tall? 5'4". You're a guy. Yes, I am a guy. Wait, you're 6'2", WTF? I changed my camera angle recently because people kept saying, you look so much shorter on your videos. It's because my web camera is above me, looking down on me. So I moved it down a little bit so it's more eye level. But I can totally see why people didn't get that, because my camera was looking down on me and I didn't realize it until people started telling me that I look shorter on camera. Okay, let's see where that alignment is. Okay, or I'll just tip that over, whatever. That's perfect. Right there, don't touch a thing. Proceeds to touch. It's in the resting position. Wasn't a very big change, but it was big enough that I needed to do that. While that's still setting, I'm just going to make sure that that's lined up one more time. And then make sure that seam is lined up as well. And now we wait. Wonder if I can get the heatsink on there. Woo! That was real close. Don't touch that, Ben. Oh, that's water. Okay. The cold scared me. The cold water. Or not water, alcohol. No. Afraid not. I can use a mini heatsink though. Whoops. Just bump into the camera. Not the camera. That's not a camera. I don't know what that is. Don't judge me. Will you be battling Bobo's Pwnsaw with this? I don't know. I wasn't really looking to compete with his Pwnsaw, but I mean, this is just my take on a Rapid Strike. Friend would like to know best cage on budget. Aluminum DRS isn't an option. Stock, right? If you don't have access to a 3D printer or something, I probably wouldn't bother buying one. I know that sounds like, oh, that's so last century, whatever, but I mean, if you're on that much of a budget, you would be better off spending it on better motors and stuff like that. Proper switch and stuff like that. I'm a little understanding. Trying to figure out how to make a bolt action sniper rifle magazine. Well, ideas are out there. If you Google bolt action Nerf, you might be able to find something. Artifact cages aren't too pricey. Sanding warning labels. Ah, yes. What's your favorite blaster you don't own? I don't own. I own my favorite blaster. So if you're talking about just like stock blasters, or not stock but like modified stock blasters, the Strife. But I mean that is my favorite. I would have to take some time to think about something that I don't own that I would like. Have you thought of your favorite mod from another person yet? Number one stream. Naptown Nerf's blue, that blue one he made with the tornado thing is up there, but the lines on that blaster aren't my favorite. It's just a very well integrated blaster. I'm not sure. I know FDS's stuff is up there, but he doesn't do any integrations, so I don't relate to it as well. You know what? I'm gonna say Searing Phoenix's. Oh, GTG. Yeah, see you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm gonna say Searing Phoenix's Eidolon, the Straven that he made, and he did use crystal clear parts there, so you might be thinking, oh, you're a little bit biased, but honestly, it's just the way it looks, the way it came out. He did a very good job on that. He spent a lot of time on that blaster. It doesn't really have anything to do with the clear parts. Like I don't like it just because they're my parts, you know what I mean? Did I miss stuff? I feel like I missed stuff. I use 3 Peter's room, just doesn't want to spend $60 on a cage. One of the OFP ones, I tend to want to say the free BSP cage that I have, the proto cage I have on Thingiverse, but I don't want to like be biased against my own stuff. So I mean OFP cage, right? Those are free. Blasting, bolt action powered, air powered blaster. Yeah, maybe air powered. Maybe what's it called? Someone help me out. Nerf Haven. Maybe Nerf Haven would have something on that. Someone go tell Searing Phoenix. Told. Oh! I keep dropping this side of this. Sorry, I'm just making sure that this is all aligned. One last time. I told you this was going to take a little longer on this. That looks right. And that looks right, I think. Hold on. You also got to make sure that you're not being paranoid and overcorrect on something. I take a lot of time to make sure that my integrations are aligned properly. I feel like this needs to be pulled in slightly this way, like up like that, but I don't think I can do anything about that until I actually go to tack this side and actually tack it like that. Maybe if I put a little give in right there. Whoa! That actually scared me. I think I might actually be able to. That's really dumb how little I'm moving this part right now, but adjust. I'm barely moving this part. I don't even know if you can see how little I'm actually moving that. You can't. It's not even detectable on camera. There's barely a sliver of a gap there, but it's pulling it off just enough to bother me, so I will fix it anyway. I burnt my fingers sanding. Ooh, like a friction burn? That sucks. Please shoot a blaster. Now we're running into the problem again where I don't know if I have a working blaster near me. Ironically, the rough cut's still the closest thing. I'm gonna have to wait till this dries though. Use that as a heat sink. There. That's perfect. And then one last alignment right here to make sure that this is aligned. Yep, we're good to go. So that is one aligned blaster. But yeah, that process I just repeat for the entire blaster when I'm doing my alignments for the first time. Usually I take about 30 minutes to... I almost shut power off on the entire setup. That would have killed everything. Well, at least my view, my stream and stuff. Or my monitor. But yeah, I just rinse and repeat that for all of the parts when I'm aligning stuff. But that should all be aligned perfectly, so you guys sit tight and I'll get that blaster. Friction, yeah. Other than the rough cut. But it's so satisfying. Let me see if I can find something else. BRB. Okay. Whoops, need to close the door. Hold on. Okay. Now I'm back. Cursed Companion. Got a 10 kilogram spring in there. My hammer shut. All these little nubs and stuff are all hand carved aluminum. Same with the mount down here, sling point. It's all hand carved aluminum. Aluminum plate for the name. Hold this in focus for 1 second. There we go. But yeah. And then if we turn off the lights here, if I can find the freaking switch. Got the nighttime effect. So that's that. You guys are awfully quiet. I'm still here, right? Still online. Everything's still good. YouTube hasn't kicked me off because I've been on for 3 hours. I still need a rough cut. I'm sending. Oh, sanding. But I think that's going to do it for this stream. That's all. So we've been going for 3 hours here. Technically a total of 4 hours because it was a little more than an hour the first stream, and then I had to take a 40-minute break to ship out something. So I've been sitting here for almost 4 hours. And I've completely glued like this whole thing right here. Yeah, that's the mass that I just did right there. So I'm gonna have to see if I can, might as well get this up while I'm still sitting here. Or might as well film this while I'm still sitting here. That's what I meant. Just put a little puddle there. That'll come up one day. Buffering. Ben, what's your feel about the tactical worker kits? I don't really see a point. I don't really like... I mean, you say it's, you know, like a mod or something, like you're changing the look of your thing, but my whole thing is it's a common kit. Even though it's technically a mod to your blaster, it's still a stock blaster in my opinion, because it's something that you can just buy and slap on your blaster, right? So in that aspect I don't really see it as a mod myself, but I don't really get making your blaster look like a real firearm. I don't really understand that, so maybe it's just me, but almost up. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Well, yep. There we go. All better. They're annoying to me. Yeah. It's mainly annoying because so many people are like, look at my blaster, look at I modded it, and it's just another vector kit. I like them, but they're not for everyone. Do you think having 3 IMRs and a blaster is a mod? If you do nothing else to it, not really. But I mean, some people don't have access to all the other stuff, or they might be just getting into it and don't know any better. If they do know better and they're still doing IMRs, I think that's a little bit stupid, because you should be using nickel metal hydride if like there's no excuse in my opinion. It's just laziness for not wanting to make a proper battery tray or something, because you don't need lipo to be decent. You can use nickel metal hydride. It's totally a valid option. It's not as good as a lipo, of course, but I mean, IMRs, come on. Maybe that's just the elitist in me talking. Making a cool strife mod soon. Sweet. Got a neat idea for an integration. Despoiled, like Coop, yeah. It's gonna be a nice blaster. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. It's nice to see it all sanded and stuff. And I think this part will fit a little bit better once I get the magwell. Where am I? The magwell on here, because it'll be a little more boxy, and that kind of goes with back here a little bit. I mean, it already looks pretty good, but if you can imagine that. Well, I gotta go. Thanks for chatting. Bye, everyone. Thanks for sticking around, Dragon. Appreciate it. Appreciate you sticking around for so long. It's been a really long stream and nothing but sanding. So I appreciate you hanging out. Secrets. Secrets. Okay. So any last questions, any last things to wrap up, go ahead and ask those now, and I will see if I can answer those for you, or any last comments or anything. Next time, I will probably take a break from sanding a little bit. I say that, but that's probably a lie. But I want to put on the epoxy putty. Streams are also good because it gives me like short-term goals that I can tell you guys, and that kind of puts me in a commitment spot, like where I kind of am obligated to do it now, so that it's really helping my progress work along here. But I still need to put on the spot putty on the parts so I can finish those up, because I want to put one more layer on there. And then probably do some sanding on either those, or maybe a little bit on the other parts over here. Maybe I'll just work on this, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe, you know what, I think I'm going to do that. Put the spot putty in there and then sand this, and then I would like to see if I can epoxy this to there, and then start the epoxy work on all of this. And then that's going to do it, because the epoxy work, it's going to be the epoxy work and then finishing up the stream. Actually, probably won't get around to this because I'm probably going to want to Dremel this first. We'll see. I'm probably going to do some trimming on here. Well, we'll see what goes on and everything, but that's going to be the next few episodes probably. Secret, fair enough. I can see those Strife as posted above. Thank you for the awesome stream. See you next time. You have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too, man. So you're happy. So you're now happy with the name. I'm way more confident because you guys like the name. A lot of people on Discord was like, I don't like that name. It sounds stupid. Glass makes it sound fragile. Blah blah blah. All this other stuff. I was like, but I like it. I really like that name. And like the more you say it, the more I'm liking it. But you guys were like, I like the name, so that just sparked my confidence back. So yeah, I'm happy with the name. What's the paint job for this gonna be? I still don't know. No idea. I'm still throwing ideas back and forth in my brain, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the color scheme yet. I just don't want to screw it up. It looks so, the shape of it looks so nice. I love the shape of it. Will you be doing a nameplate? I don't think I'm going to be doing a nameplate for this. Cursed Companion was just kind of one where I was like, I think a nameplate would look really good there. But there was kind of a one-time deal. I don't think I want a nameplate for this one, but we'll see. What is that? What do you mean, what is that? What is what? This is a glass construct. It's my integration that I'm working on. We're wrapping up here because I've been going for about 3 hours. I don't know if you just tuned in. People are just asking last questions. Sorry you joined in late. Crystal and construct. Yeah, like a bunch of things were thrown around with the name, like every combination, even that. I just like glass construct. I like the way it sounds, and the more I say it, the more I like it. I love that name. I like that name a lot. Destiny stuff. I believe my exact words were, if you don't, yeah, take it, I will. Yeah, I believe that is what you said. No, I mean the black thing. What black thing? This thing? It's the back to the Zeus. So it'll be like that. Wow, that is a contrast. See you next stream. Yep. See you next stream. Bye, everybody. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in for this live stream. Freaking 3 hours long. I appreciate that so much, guys. Some of you have been here the entire time, so I really do appreciate that. So yeah, and end stream.